Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be a match on Armistice from Team Liquid map contest number 17. Gonna be ByuN versus Solar. Bottom right, it is Solar. Top left, it is ByuN. Alright, so these two players are not quite top level in StarCraft 2's pro scene, but they are excellent. They are second tier in my estimation. So let's go ahead and see who is going to win here today on Armistice. Again, Team Liquid map contest number 17. And yeah, so I like new maps. So no rocks, no gold bases, no Zelnaga watchtowers, destructible rocks. There are 4 of them, creating alternate rush paths. And we are proxying on this very nice bridge next to it, an enormous pylon. An enormous floating pylon. So, Solar is 16, 18, 17ing as always. And let's see if this Overlord can... Oh, yes, the Overlord did scout it. And he wants ByuN to know that he scouted it as well. Nice. Sometimes Zerg players will keep their Overlords away because the sight level of the Overlord is longer than the sight level of a building barracks or an SCV. Korean here. If you want to translate it, go ahead and do it in the comments and I'll pin it. I am... This bridge fits 2 wrecks perfectly, says Crank. Disgusting. Alright, man. So a Reaper and a Marine coming out. And the drones are going to get pulled here just to make sure there's not a bunker going down in a range of hitting his natural base. Oh, man. So 2 Reapers on the way here. Are you so desperate to win, says Crank? Is this real Crank? Man, I like Crank a lot. He's a random Korean player who, like, does crazy stuff. He's hilarious. I like Crank a lot. And his English is pretty good, too. So I think it's him from Onside Gaming. All right, here we go. Lings, drones, let's pull. Let's get this out of here. Again, the Reapers aren't going to die to slow Lings and drones, but the point is, we try to kill... Okay, killing the SCV, killing the bunker, and we're pretty much good to go at that point. Queen's going to pop out here momentarily. The Reapers should... Oh, I don't know. Yeah, okay, so the Queen's massive in these situations because Queens are very good against Reapers. Pretty good against unupgraded Marines as well. Second Queen joining the party. That's what we're talking about. So the Lings don't have speed or anything because, well, we don't have 100 gas yet, but... That's beautiful. The Queen's popping shuts that down. The bunker dying was really key there for Solar. And ByuN's second base is coming up behind it now. Yeah, I mean, look. The Reaper gets KD8 charges off on the Queen. Ah, but there's 2 Queens and there's Speedlings in there to soak up damage and do damage too. Good stuff. Great opening. I love a good proxy racks opening from Terran because what's awesome is if they win with it, great, they win with it. But if they don't kill the Zerg player with it, they could still win the game. It's not like, oh, it was a cannon rush and it failed, and now the counterattack is going to just murder the poor Protoss, right? No, that's not what happens at all. Anyway, so I guess we'll name this Reaper and all of his buddies here. This Reaper is named the Punisher. When he was a child, his parents were eaten by a Nidus swarm, and now he's on a mission to exterminate all aliens. Especially the Zergs, I would assume. All right, creep spread pushing. Pushing. Going for... Ah! KD8 charge catches 2 of the Queens there. Again, it does damage. It doesn't just knock you back. Everybody knows that. Creep spread would be nice, but the Reaper is being very active here. Overlord trying to make sure no Reapers are coming. There's no Hellions on the way, trying to get as much vision as Zergly possible. And then tossing down to third base at 4 minutes. I mean, ByuN's second base is done. This level of aggression and a third base is coming in from ByuN here, too. It's tough. It is really tough. Oh, he snipes the creep tumor. Reaper does die, but that wasn't Punisher. Don't worry about it. That was one of Punisher's friends, I assume. How did I... Ah! No! That's the wrong button. Stupid, dumb... T. R. It's R. Okay. Well, we're gonna, times this up a bunch. Control-Shift-F is too close to Control-Shift-R. I totally fat-fingered it. Blah, blah, blah. Bunker doesn't come up. It tries to come up and then shuts it down. And then Reaper harass. And then eventually, after the Reapers kind of get dealt with, maybe there's a third base that's attempted here. Yada, 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 yada. Again, Reaper's doing pretty well for themselves. There's Erase. Okay. Let's get back down to regular speed here. And is that actually too slow? Oh, beautiful. Get out of here. Get out of here, Reapers, say the Lings. Come on. So yeah, okay, so third base from Solar, but again, third base from ByuN is almost, it's going to be done before Solar's third base is done. So I'd say ByuN is in a beautiful economic position. He's got 2 racks at home, he floated them. He's got a bunker coming up the front just in case, and Hellion production's begun here too. So yeah, I mean, Ling pressure is not going to do anything to shut down ByuN, and it's very greedy third base. That's kind of the power. It's not kind of the power, it is the power of Terran, right? Is that they can go for that quick third, and there's not a lot that the Zerg player can do about it. They can go for a 2.5 base Roach Ravager play. That will shut that down, but they have to do it blind. Getting the information required to know that that's going to work is pretty hard to do for the Zerg player. They kind of just have to do it and hope that it works out. Now, Overlord positioning that actually will help as well if the Terran player builds the orbital on the very edge of his main, which is happening here. I like the colors here. I like the fall leaves, some green stuff. A bunch of water, obviously. The big pylons are a big deal of it, too. Reaper Punisher is here with his friends, and I'd love to see a fourth base from the Zerg. Group spreading out this way to possibly toss it down. And really nothing but evolution chambers. No Baneling Nest here either. Getting a Spore just in case a Liberator shows up. Or a Raven or something crazy like that. Banshee, perhaps. You know, there's options here from Terran to harass you through the air. Not as common as it is from the Protoss, though. 3 Tumors sniped by this little Hellion Reaper group. Working together, boys. Let's do it. Let's make sure this creep doesn't get out of control. Here, 1-1 is on the way from Solar. He's making more and more drones. Finally starting that Baneling Nest we were talking about earlier. ByuN's working in some medevacs, getting 1-1 upgrades for himself, too. Hey, this... No, yeah, bases that were built after the rewind do get their spinny things. Yeah, see? Actually, that's not true. Maybe only the main one loses the logo and Samwise DDA gets to take the main base? Strange. The rest of them, though, yeah, they've got their super cool logos rolling. I don't know. So we're just going to pretty standard Marines here, right? Combat shields on the way. Stims coming in here, too. Do we have an armory? Yes, there is an armory. So this could be like a 1-1 Hellbat Marine medevac style timing from ByuN. Off at third base. Ling rolls into the third base. Doesn't do anything because there's a medevac on support. More creep tumors dying. And then Solar says, all the creep tumors, go. That was great. Yeah, fourth base from Solar. Coming up in that place where I predicted it would be. Uh-oh, Queen's dead. Queen down, Queen down. Oh, man. Creep tumor down and Queen down. And it's slow Baneling, so you just pick up and you get out of there, and you have to replant down the creep tumors, and queens have died, and that's never good. The queens are a big part of dealing with pushes like this. Oh, so question for those of you who speak Spanish from Spain, right? We're not talking about Mexican Spanish, we're talking about Spain Spanish here. I'm watching Netflix show Money Heist, I think is what it's called. It's kind of a dumb title, but it's kind of actually amazing. It's just about these Spanish, like Ocean's 11 group of thieves who are all specialists, and they break into the national mint of Spain, and they're, you know, holding hostages and trying to get money and stuff. But anyway, one of the things I've noticed is that they do their S's with a th sound, like a TH type sound. Am I mishearing that, or is that how... Like, escuche, right? Maybe that's not one. But I don't know. Banelings have speed, so yeah, this is not. It's a little bit too late for a Marine Hellbat-style attack, man. Baneling's speed is done. ByuN maybe shouldn't have done that one. I'm having a hard time thinking of an example now while I'm actively trying to cast here too, but does it make any sense? I'd always been under the impression and always been told that the TH sound, the, is actually pretty weird. And then, like, English does it, yeah, but, like, not many other languages have it, and it's actually a struggle for people who are trying to learn English, as the cancel comes in on the fifth base on the right side, to learn how to do the TH sound, and some of them just never do. But if Spanish, you know, if Spaniards can do it, that's interesting. Nice pick off on that Widow Mine there. Barely are connecting because this attack is getting killed too. So Solar's doing a great job defending the multiple attacks here by ByuN attempting. Looking good. So yeah, can Spaniards do the TH? Because it almost, like, I don't know. The first time I heard it, I was like, does this character have a lisp? Like where they can't say their S's and it comes out as a TH sound? But then like 2 or 3 other characters were doing it as I started paying more attention. And I mean, I'm not watching it. I don't speak Spanish, so I'm actually just watching this with subtitles. Listening to the Spanish, though, right? Picking up some words here and there, some grammar, whatnot. I'm not going to learn Spanish from this, but, you know. ByuN's 4th base coming up. So anyway, let me know in the comments if I'm right about this. Lurker Den on the way. Attack into the 5th base again, but Banelings. Oh, nice target fire there, but more Banes coming, forcing a pick up and get out of there. And that Widow Mine gets 2 kills, but it is now picked out of the earth and completely dead. So yeah, drop heavy stuff here from ByuN, but Solar is handling it quite nicely. Now look, ByuN's macro is insane. He's got his 4th base up. He's already at, 77 workers, 95 army supply. He's holding even. But Lurker Den on the way. Adrenal Gland coming in. Vipers being produced here from Solar. I think Solar is ranked higher on the Aligiolac, but I don't know. We'll see where this game goes. Oh, that is way too small of a group. Okay, so hopefully some amazing Widow Mine hits. Nope, nothing there. This guy gets nothing done either. Nice. Yeah, suddenly ByuN is in a lot of trouble. Good positioning here, though, right? Zerg player going up a ramp into a Terran position is just like, nope, I don't care what I have. We're going home now. Widow Mine drops. I don't know, 3 drones died. Nothing too bad there, actually. Really not bad at all. Creep spread coming up the left side, coming up the middle, coming up the right side, too. That's exactly how this needs to work. On the other side, Marines, Marauders, Medivacs, more command centers being built by ByuN to try to keep up with the economy of the Zerg player. Plus, if you have a ton of orbitals, you can actually start sacking some SCVs because your economy is going to be just as good with a ton of SCVs dropping on bases than having 80 workers. Bottom left base, 6 trying to come up here from Solar, but there's a drop headed this way. We are very aware of this, and here it goes. That's a canceled base. That's great. I don't know if that's map awareness by ByuN or what, but all right, it's coming up the right side. Some units are dispatched to try to defend this 3rd base on the bottom side too. Banelings. Oh, Widow Mine connection. That's a beautiful one. Getting 4 kills. I think maybe all of those were Banes. It's dead now, though, and that's the key as a Zerg player is, yes, maybe they'll get a good Baneling hit or a good Widow Mine hit here and there against Banelings, but if you kill them, then you kind of won, right? I don't, maybe not, but it's better than letting them live for another attack. Banelings, Lings, and Hydras, man, with the Adrenal upgrade, going to do pretty well for themselves here, right? The Lings do have +2 attack. We're getting +1 missile attack now from Solar. What else is going on? I'm watching Chainsaw Man. Good stuff. Mob Psycho is a great anime. Really enjoying that too. Andor continues to be amazing on Disney Plus. Look, I hear you. The Disney Plus Star Wars things have been like, meh. And the Marvel stuff has been like, meh. But Andor is good. I promise. That's all. All right. So this Widow Mine stuff, I'm loving it from ByuN. Oh, trying to knock down some rocks. Ah, you're getting surrounded. Stim, Kite. Ah, too many Banelings. Pick up. Pick up. Get out of there. Solar. Counter. Is he going? He's going. He's going through. Oh, Widow Mine hit. Just in a weird position. What's killing drones right now? Is there Widow Mine drops? Yeah, Widow Mine drops just killed 11 drones. And the Sim City is really good from ByuN. And this is not something that Solar wants to stand and fight at all. Actually, so 11 drones down. Widow Mine gonna die because Overseers are coming in. There it is. Some Banelings. Banelings died to kill the Widow Mine, though, and that's always a win because Banelings are expensive, gas-heavy buggers. 6 base from Solar trying to come up again. 4 bases from ByuN. He seems pretty happy with it. He's not lifting his orbitals up. Might be trying to expand here, trying to expand here. Solar checking to make sure that doesn't happen, and there we go. Command Center is heading over that way. Creep spread has been pushed back by ByuN here. Nidus Network on the way because Lurker Nidus is pretty fantastic. Something that Raynor started doing in TVZ long after Lurkers were implemented into Legacy of the Void. He was the one that came up with it, and that it took a while, but most other Zerg players were like, oh, this is good. Huh. Turns out Lurkers are pretty good against Terran. It's a weird thing. Ghosts are here to snipe them too. It's one of the weirdest things in StarCraft as ByuN's in full retreat mode here. Banelings connect on nothing there. What was that? Solar's control not ideal in that situation. I'm not sure if there's enough Zerg here to kill this planetary. Reinforcing units are coming in from ByuN. And yeah, he picks up and gets out. So lurkers were incredible in the Legacy of the Void beta. There were some matches and some really big Terran complaining about how amazing they were. I don't think they got nerfed as a result. I think the game just released and all the Terrans were like, no, they're fine. And they never struggled with lurkers for like years. For years, they just never showed up. And then Raynor started using them with the Nidus and started harassing bases and protecting them with Lings, Banes, and Hydras and stuff. And it is working. And this Nidus erupts in. The response time. No. Okay, kills the Nidus. But the responding Marines cannot handle this number of lurkers. It's just Marines. A secondary Nidus is coming up. This top right base is going to die to Hydras and Banes. And this planetary is probably going to die as well because ByuN is responding to this setup inside his main. Let the Banelings get into the mineral line. That's a dead planetary. Huge play. Lurker, 2 kills, 6 kills, and they retreat into the. Just kidding. Maybe they're going to go for the Ghost Academy. If they can get the Ghost Academy, that's a huge deal. Some ghosts are trying to get up here and save this thing. They cloak. They get in and snippety snipe. They save the Ghost Academy. So 14 SCVs died there. A planetary died. A command center died. And ByuN gets knocked down to 3 bases really quickly. He's trying to land a new 4th base down on the left side with one of the orbitals, one of the extra orbitals that he's got. Good snipe on the Overseer so that it can't be used again for future attacks. But Solar's now up. 199 to 169 supply. The income tab says, yeah, pretty Zerg favored, I would say, at this stage of the match. And Banelings, yo! Big time hits here. Banelings are trying to connect. The SCVs aren't alive for now. God, more Banelings dying to almost. I'm not sure what is target firing them there. Maybe there's really no siege tanks, but man, Banelings are kind of exploding on nothing, it feels like. Solar, again, being a little bit sloppy, but it's working out for him. Banelings, no. Okay, and that's it, man. Not enough. Solar comes out on top. ByuN taps out. Army values 112 to 71, and bam, GG for the Zerg. So again, thanks so much to Wardy for the replay, and yeah, big old beautiful new map. Wonderful stuff here on Armistice. Again, nothing too crazy about it. Kind of 6 bases per player isn't a lot, so it does kind of tend to go for more aggressive games than ones that have 8, 9, maybe, you can get up to 10 bases. So, but overall, pretty standard stuff. I mean, it's a fairly natural base to wall off. Protoss is not going to be happy about that. Zerg players got a 3rd base, a lot of wide open space, some ramps to set tanks on too, though. So, surprised we didn't see any tanks here today from ByuN. I'm pretty sure we didn't anyway. It was 35 Marauders, 93 Marines, 7 Ghosts, and 5 Reapers. Yeah, so no tanks went down here whatsoever. 39 Widow Mines got killed. That was where, that excess gas was going to. So 22,000 resources lost from ByuN, 26,000 lost from Solar. 57 Banelings died, 4 Lurkers, and at the end of the game there were 8. So yeah, more Lurkers lived than died there. 12 Hydras went down, only 5 remain at the end of the game. In fairness, some of those turned into Lurkers, so that's not exactly an accurate kill-death ratio. Did we see any Viper play? Maybe some Blinding Cloud? I didn't see any if there was any, but it was available. It was definitely available. All right, good stuff. That was wonderful. So that right there is a beautiful win for Solar. ByuN goes for the early pressure. Doesn't work out for him. That's okay. He'll come back and fight another day. But for now, that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.